Hey guys, just want to give you a heads up about what you're about to see here. This is a portion of my full lesson with Patrick. Within this lesson, we're going to talk about some setup fundamentals and follow-through pieces. Patrick really wanted to get his contact more consistent and tighten his overall ball pattern. So you'll see a little bit of that here. If you do want to see the full 1 hour lesson, that will be available on cogornogolf.com. We'll put a link in the description down below. So we'll do 5 shots. Just do your normals, 100-yard sign, pretend that's your flag, and go over that or short of that in that line. I'll grab some videos from over here and behind, and then we'll have a seat down there. After I grab those, we'll take a look and we'll go over mechanical stuff. Cool. Let's do 2 more. Okay, come on back here. Let's take a peek-see. We'll have a seat back here on the bench. Take a look. You can see you're set up too. The ball's really far on the heel at adjust position. Are you consciously getting closer to it? Or just something
I was just trying to get closer to it so it would make me stand taller.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Because it felt like, I mean, even there I'm standing close. It still looks like I'm hunched over more. I didn't think I was hunched over that much at the ball.
Yeah, I think you're okay with the amount of that. I think in terms of your posture pieces, like you're going to have some rounding. I think when you see the hunch, which is normal, if I stood up like this and I was straight up and down and I had a stick, a club up my back and on the back of my head, when I bend down, I don't want to keep that on that. This would be not good. I want to, from about mid-thoracic or kind of middle upper part of my back, I want to let this round down.
Okay.
So there should be a natural sort of hunching at the top.
Okay.
The key more or less is this lower angle. This would be more upright. This would be more bent over. But either way, I'm still going to be a little bit rounded at the top. So if you want to be taller here, but still lay yourself round over at the top part of that like that. And so we'll clean up some of the setup pieces. We are a little bit closer, a little back on your heels. Just a lot to kind of counterbalance during your backswing and downswing pieces. So we will look at that. And then the ball position from face on. As we start to work here during the takeaway, now part of this, because you're so close to yourself, your hands work out away from us quite a bit.
I don't know, I can't seem to stop that.
I can stop that for you. So hands go out, club goes in. Part of that's set up for you. Part of that is grip pattern. Like when your grip gets really strong, it presets forearm rotation. It presets that under release pattern. So this doesn't have to change drastically, but we can neutralize it a little bit. Does that make sense? Like when you have your arm underneath like this, like let me borrow that. If I take a setup and I have a really strong grip, like really under like this, see how that presets forearm rotation? And so if I'm really under like this, it presets forearm rotation. My club head wants to go inside. Compared to if I had a weak grip, which means no forearm rotation, like on top this way, my takeaway wants to go more like this. So that's almost all grip causing a lot of that because your grip got too strong. Now it's like we talked about last time. If the grip gets too strong, the face gets too shut, ball goes left, low dynamic loft, right? So some of that can still be a lot of the same issues here. As we go up, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wrist conditions. Like there's a lot of excellent in that.
Good, at least there's something good.
That's so good. Like your wrist conditions here to the top are really good. There's some pieces we might coordinate a little bit, but we're more or less okay with this. As you start to work back down, from here we're going to see from face on, this is where things go off a little bit for us, right? Very upright with the posture pieces, not a lot of rotation. Obviously we had some extension, chest farther away from the ground, sort of a standing up motion, right? And part of that's because of your setup position. But from here, as you start to work through, what's going to happen is then you stop. Right, so when you work your follow-through pieces and that club exits up here vertical, which we'll see from face on, compared to his, which exits more around his body.
Around more.
Yeah, we see your pattern during the downswing being gripping strong, right? Kind of hands out, face in, shut. As we start to work down then, as you start to work down during the downswing, chest gets farther from the ground, we sort of stand up here like this, don't turn, and then the arms and hands pass us and go vertical. Which is a lot of why that left shot comes in. Which we'll see from face on. When you stand up and go this way, it'll look like you kind of get very narrow in your follow through compared to he would be turned and wider into the follow through, which we'll talk about that. as we work here. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah,
big picture?
yeah.
We'll talk about the nuances as we go, how to fix it, and etc. Now, when we look at this, some of the same things here. Ball position's a little far back, which is also part of that low dynamic loft. So if I look at you and look at him, right, we see feet are a little narrow.
Yeah.
Ball position's a little far back, and then our grip pattern gets turned a little strong there again. So that little kind of twist away right before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. These get turned a little bit. Face gets a little shut. Even at address there, kind of before we go, you see your club face is kind of neutral, and then you kind of twist your hands there, and the face actually shuts a little as you do like the initial foot of the takeaway pattern. So we're going to clean that up a little bit. I like most of the structure here going back. Like that looks pretty darn solid. And then we're going to see from here. You see how narrow you get here? So as your body stops turning, you have nowhere to go, right? Very narrow into here compared to something like this. Again, not that we need to move exactly like him, but you see the differences there.
I know.
It's turned. And so right side is turned through as he works like this. And then you get up good into the finish position. So what do we need to do here? Part number one, we need to get the setup pieces neutralized. Ball position, distance away from the ball, grip pattern, right? Okay. Part number one. Get the face neutralized first. Then we can do a little bit of work with the takeaway pattern, right? Get the hands a little bit more in, even though I don't see that causing you a ton of issues. But then really we need to talk about your release pattern like you wanted to. How do we get through impact from there, right into the follow through, get our body turning a little bit better. You want to have the pressure in the balls of the feet, just kind of where the shoelaces meet the edge of my foot. You want to have your kneecaps bent about over that spot when you watch it. If you do those two things good and you're distance away, you're probably going to be okay from there. But you should have the back of the armpits over that same spot. Arms are kind of more or less straight down. And it is okay at the top, and I would say you should be rounded. See how my back comes off that line then? Not like this as you work down. So that'd be part one. Your ball position when you come from face on, each time I'm putting in is just that sort of right here off that left eye, left ear, or between your shirt buttons and your shirt logo would be appropriate. And then now we got to get the face parallel and keep it parallel. It's kind of our next piece. So let's work that a little bit. Then we'll work the hand path a little and the follow through a little bit. Does that make sense? So let's do the same procedure. Can't do that too much. We're going to do that like 200 times. Yep, good. Yeah, okay, good. Now let's check the face. Yeah, okay, good. Good, and then now when you keep your hands on there, keep those on there as you do your regrip. Make sure that face stays neutral. You have to avoid this. Getting curled under. Yeah, perfect. There's like a little bit like a door opening. Yeah, exactly. So face neutral, a little more. Yeah, good. 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 And then the piece, see that was excellent contact, but it got left again because the face again, because we regripped. So
where am I regripping before I take off?
Yeah, you don't even feel it,
I don't even feel it.
Yeah, it's like a little trigger. When you do your little takeaway, you go like this, and then you regrip, and as you strengthen it, as your fingers come off and you strengthen it, the face gets shut. So let's try one, because not as though we don't have to do that. Instead of you taking your fingers on and off and regripping like this, what if we keep our fingers on there and just let you waggle? So we don't change the grip. We just waggle, and then go. Not letting the fingers go like that. It might feel a little weird. Let's do one without a ball for a second. Let's do a little practice one. So once we kind of get set at the bottom, like right now your fingers should be on there. You have your pressure points between your fingers and the club. Now you can waggle from here. You do a little waggle, whatever, but we're keeping the fingers on. And then you check the face right before you go, good, and then you roll. You with me? Let's try it like that first. It's gonna feel a little weird. I don't care if you hit it perfect. Go through your setup pieces. And then this is how you have to practice too. This like disciplined and monotonous, not sexy. Good. Now we have our grip on there. Now keep these fingers on there. Don't regrip. Now you're good. Keep them on there. Keep them on there. And then go ahead. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, you hit it thin. You did exactly what I wanted. It's gonna take one or two to adjust to that. Yep. Good. Keep them on. Good. And then so you don't feel right before you go, your two middle fingers come off the clutch. Yeah.
I don't feel it at all.
Yeah, you have a little regrip motion. It's normal to have the kind of your fingers going, and re-gripping as you go. Like that's a normal thing. The issue is when they twist at the end and then things get switched. So let's do a couple. Take a couple of us to kind of feel out. Step one is you just getting aware of it. Yep, good. Pressuring the feet a smidge farther from the ball. Good. Good, that's perfect. Okay, now we're gonna get the ball, it's okay. Ball position, club face, good. Now go ahead and do your little waggles. Okay, you can do whatever, you can move your hand, whatever you wanna waggle, just keep this thing on. And then keep these on as you do your takeaway. There you go, excellent. The trick now is gonna be, you need a straight line because you're not gonna be able to see that with your eyes, like when the face is square or not. So you could do a couple things here. You could lay a club down, right? So like if this is your target here, and this is your golf ball, I don't have like, I should get like a chalk thing, but if you had a straight line like right here, so you could see, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
So if you put like a club here, like this, it could serve two roles. One, it could serve a ball position role, and two, if you put your club down here, so when you kind of do your setup position, right? Yeah, exactly. Then that's what square is. Okay. Which to you should look like it's a little to the right compared to normal.
Yeah, it looks right to me. That's why I.
Yeah, it looks weird because you're normally closed. You're normally shut, right? So this bottom part, the leading edge there, that should be right against that right there. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. And then you take that same thing, and then you just scroll that up there. But that's how you check to see if the face is actually good. Okay. It'd be an easy way for you to do that when you're going to practice. Yep. Keep those fingers on there. Yep. Good. Re-gripped right at the end there a little bit, but that was excellent.
It was a little bit. I felt it with my right hand there.
That was a beautiful shot. You can even see just the difference in those two. Like if we didn't change anything else, and you just change your setup positions like we are, the ball position, the face, those are good. Okay. Like those are good shots.
It's amazing what one little tweak will do, right?
It's oftentimes it's little stuff, man. Little stuff. Let's do the same thing. The hard part, you just got to keep an eye on it because these things evolve. Good. Okay. We got ball position, face alignment, a little more open. Yeah, good. Good. Yep, keep those fingers on there. Keep the face open, keep those fingers on there. Keep those fingers on there. Yeah, nice. Good. Beautiful. Excellent. Now you go play good golf with that.
That's impressive.
Now the trick, oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you like the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell. Also, please subscribe. Another reminder, if you like this portion of the lesson and want to see the full 1 hour lesson, that's available as well as all of our other lessons at cogornogolf.com. We'll put a link down in the description down below if you want to check that out. Also, another reminder, every Monday at 5 p.m., we're live here on YouTube for Rapid Fire Golf. We'd love to see you guys there.